was like first day at school. I was petrified. All these youngsters, me being an older person there. What I did before I became a mum, I was a clerical receptionist in a Peugeot dealership. It was enjoyable. Met a lot of people coming into the garage. Enjoyed it, and I was able to do the payroll. I was doing marketing as well. I was doing mostly the telephone, answering the telephone and transferring calls, taking inquiries, just generally office filing and things like that. I left that job because my husband was transferred to a different county. So we moved, bought a house in a different county, and just so happens I fell pregnant. So it was decided that I would take time out until the baby was big enough so I could return to work. It was when my third child went to nursery, I decided that I wanted to do something maybe a bit more different, a bit more fulfilling than working in an office. So I decided to go back to college, get back into the studying again to see what would interest me. To go back to college as a mature student was a bit difficult. Although the class, it was for mature students anyway, so we were all in the same boat, so we all could sympathise and we could all complain or whatever, and we all understood why. It was hard because you had to do studying and work around the children, sort of plan everything. When they were at school, I would have to do classwork, and then on the days that they were at school, in between dropping them off, picking them up, I was at college doing the various classes. Oh, the favourite subjects, I liked them all. The only one I wasn't too keen on was psychology and sociology. Didn't like that. I loved biology and I loved geography. It was whenever we were doing our biology. I loved biology in school. I've always been interested in biology. Before I left secondary school, I wanted to go into the Royal Alexandra Nursing Corps. But in them days, because I was 17, you had to sign, parents had to sign a form, and my father he didn't think it was becoming of a lady to join the army and becoming the nurse. So I got a summer job and got a job as a sales assistant, and in them days jobs are hard to come by, so I didn't go back into education. And I think if I hadn't been offered a full-time job, I probably would have gone on to do nursing, but it was always in the back burner. It was never something I thought was achievable. But it was whenever I was filling in my UCAS form, I thought, no, I'm going to do it now. It is achievable. To get your nursing degree, you need to go on and do your A-levels, and it needs to be in science subjects. You've got to have your English and your maths as well. You then apply to the university. You're interviewed to see if you'd be suitable candidate to get onto the course. You then have to do a medical to make sure that you're physically fit and mentally fit to do it. That's basically it. It was like first day at school. I was petrified. All these youngsters, me being an older person there. I would say in the class of 100, there was about 7 of us were mature university students. The rest were all teeny boppers, as we used to call them. It was a bit higgledy-piggledy, moving from one place to another place, filling forms in, timetables, getting your various different sheets that you had to fill in, and medicals that you had to have done. But it was still petrifying. But there was a couple of us in the same boat, so I felt okay. Teeny boppers, as we called them, made us feel quite welcome and incorporated us in, and they actually found that our age sort of helped them as a mature aspect of something because they hadn't experienced it, whereas we may have experienced it, and it would sort of help them out. So it was we were all in the same boat. I was 42. when I graduated. "42 going on to 43. Yes, very proud moment. The advice I would give to somebody who would like to change their profession would be take a couple of night classes to see if studying would be suitable for them. Research what's needed to get into university for the nursing degree. At the minute you can get a bursary for it, so financially they would need to sort of make sure that they were covered if they've got a family. Work within the trust as an auxiliary or as a volunteer, either that or in a nursing home, to see whether it would be for them or not before they make a final decision. But I find it very fulfilling. Person comes in unwell, maybe comes in a stretcher. Then when they've had their operation and they've had their physio and they've had occupational therapy, they're walking out. And when you get handed a wee box of chocolates and a big hug from them, you know you've done well for them and you're appreciated. Not that you get the box of chocolates all the time, but the hug is lovely.